Greetings from Kavita Ramchan to all my preteens and teenagers. We are continuing to read the book Hero, which is here to remind you that you are the first hero in your own life. Never ever forget that. Because in the beginning, you will have another hero, maybe your mom or your dad or your grandparents or your teacher, someone who will inspire you. But at some point in life, you will have to take control of your own life, and that's the time this is going to help you. So, Paul Orfalea is a story of, he's going to say something in the book because this book is a compilation of so many people who have achieved success and become like heroes for others. A hero is someone who does things because he wants to help others. Superman, Spider-Man, I'm sure you know all those characters, right? So he says here in the book, it says, this guy, he says, there was never any doubt in my mind that I was going to, about what I wanted in my life. I wanted to have my own business, any business, but it had to be my own business. And he used to look, he says here, I used to look at the IBM building and said, I want a business bigger than that. See, that's a true goal. A goal should be so big that you don't know how you're going to get it, but you really, really want it. That's a goal. That's a true goal. Why? Because the purpose of a goal is to help somebody grow in life. Okay, now listen to this. Suffering from ADHD and dyslexia, Paul Orfalea couldn't read nor he could write. But look at what he did with his life. He created a multi-million-dollar company called Kinko. Sorry for my phone, it's buzzing. A multi-million-dollar company, Kinko, which provided jobs to thousands of people. Somebody who could not read nor write. I hope teachers are listening to me right now to understand that not everybody has the same learning ability. We are not even the same as two people, right? We want to understand here that we are living in a world of duality. There will be disadvantages and there will be advantages. But we are here to turn our disadvantages to our advantages. If you're a teacher and you have children suffering from ADHD, what I personally believe, this attention, it's called attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Let's think about that. How does that happen in a child? You know, I personally believe that it's just a lack of focus. If that child or that child's, yes, the parent of that child is advised to help your child focus, because today we can see there's so many things that take our focus. If a mother is not focused, she will pass that on to her children. So, one of the exercises that can be done is to light up a candle, watch it, watch the flame for like 4 minutes every day. It's an exercise. An exercise is something that you don't do in one day. You do it consistently until it starts to become your nature to be focused. And even dyslexia, I think there's a solution to everything. If this man could make a multi-dollar business having these two issues, anybody can do anything. Normal people can do much more, isn't it? So dyslexia is a learning disability, but there are some people who cannot learn by writing. They learn through visuals, they learn through sounds. There's so many ways of learning. Are we even aware of that? Well, I was not aware at some point when I started hearing all these things. What does it mean? I went to look up and find out what they mean and talk to people and see. I'm a lot influenced by Bollywood movies. If you haven't seen the movie Three Idiots, I think this is something everybody should watch because it talks about someone who has these issues and how he's so successful in spite of that. See, this is the key to life. If you give power to your circumstances, because your circumstances come to challenge you, and that's why I always say we should not prepare the road for our children. We should prepare our children for the road, because the road of life is not going to be hunky dory, happy. There will be ups, there will be downs. It's like that for everyone. I don't know anyone who's exempt from challenges in life. But if you don't have the courage and the faith in yourself, how are you going to face that? If our education is giving us everything copy paste, copy, study, give an exam, pass, and you've got a degree, is that really education? We really need to rethink things, right? I want you to compare yourself to someone in the jungle. Let's take the jungle, for example. Do you see every animal fighting with each other? Or each one is doing their own thing? Because they cannot even fight. Even the same breed, they don't fight with each other. Each one is living life in at ease, right? And who's the king? The lion. Why? Because he's calm. He's in control of himself. This is what we need to bring, a control over our emotions. And sometimes I feel in Mauritius, if we see our leaders of the country, sometimes I realize that there's so much of blame game. Why? We are all unique. We cannot even compare ourselves to each other. So why are we trying to change each other or blame each other? Each one should be concerned about his own life. Where is he going? What is his big goal? That's what we are here to do. So what's your goal? Think about it. Have a wonderful day.